Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your website onto the first page of Google search results, the search volume and traffic that the top listings are getting, as well as the amount of new leads that would be coming into your business. Now, what I've done is just a quick search here and taken the top search result, and I put their website as well as your own into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine your position in the search results, and then it rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So just briefly, we can look at some of the numbers from these websites to understand why they're being ranked at the top of the list far above yours. But let me go into a little bit of detail on what these numbers mean and how you can improve them. Now, when Google is looking to rank a website, it determines the order in using two different factors. The first is by what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site. It's basically just a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and create a link. They act as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you an example, if the local news station did an article on their website for the top 10 best cleaning companies in the Jacksonville area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and that would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there's a lot of different types of websites that can link back to yours, including any kind of blogs or posting sites, press releases. However, one very important one that's powerful is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. These are usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input all the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So you can see that these companies have gotten more websites to refer back to them and to create that trust or authority, hence why Google is recommending them. But just something to keep in mind here is it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. Certain websites are more spammy and less trustworthy than others, so we need to be finding websites and links that are from a highly authoritative source so it can transfer that trust to you through the link. And then it also has to be relevant to the services that you offer. We can't just have any website in general linking back to yours. Now, as with most searches that I've done for house cleaning, the top competitors are national companies. And although they are highly trusted by Google, we don't have to compete with that trust or that authority for the entire website. We just have to compete with this one individual back page for the location, whatever location you choose to try to compete in. That is the authority that they built for just this one specific location, and that's what we have to compete with. And that is definitely doable compared to the strength and power of competing with their entire website, which has nationwide authority. Now, the second factor for ranking the website is the content on the page. So unfortunately, you're only being found for a keyword when people are searching for you directly. Now, if we just take a quick peek over at one of the competitors, just so I can use this as an example, these are all the words and phrases that are being typed into Google search, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do some research to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and in the areas that you serve, and make sure that those are being included and found on your website. So for instance, cleaning services Jacksonville, Florida is being searched 700 times a month. If you were on the first page of Google, 700 people would be seeing your website every time they search. Now, we're very conservative here, and we use Google Analytics that says about 10% of total search volume will convert into a lead for the business. Now, of that, 70 people that are giving your business a call or submitting through your website for some information don't know what the closing percentage is for your particular business. However, let's be even more conservative and say that only a third of those actually become clients. Now you're talking, somewhere like 23, 22 jobs per month just off of this one keyword. Then we repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords in whatever areas that you want to be competitive in. And then obviously every job has a different profit margin and a different amount of revenue, but you can see how just the total volume of leads coming into the business can definitely add up to some sales at the end of the month, at the end of the year. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on your site. So if we take a look at it here, as far as the layout is concerned, we have all the information right at the top for drop-down menus so people can navigate easily. We are optimized so it's one click to call. It's great that you have a form submit right here at the top so they can easily get in touch with you and get some more information. However, I think the problem that I'm seeing here is there isn't a whole lot of content on the page. And the reason that's an issue is because when Google looks at a website, the first thing it does is come in and count all the words and text on the page. It's usually looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words because it assumes that the more information you have on the page, the more of an expert you are and the more likely it is to recommend you. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also searching for all those keywords, the services, and the location. Now, I believe the problem that we're having here is it's picking these up instead of as words, it's picking this up as potentially a graphic or a picture, and that's why these aren't being found. However, the number of words on the page really comes into play here because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or locations or just keywords in general that you want to be found for in search means the more content that has to get added to the page strategically so that way you can qualify for it. So if we take a look at the search results here, the first thing that's going to come up is what we call the map pack. This is a pretty important area to try to get into because it's listed right at the top of the screen and these three companies get a lot of traffic. Now to be listed in here is free. You just need to fill out your Google business profile, which is part of your Maps app, so you can do it right from your smartphone. And there are ways to optimize that so that way you can get higher up in this listing. You want to fill out as much information as possible, including all the services that you offer, the areas of operation, even the hours. Then in your business description, you're allowed 750 characters. You want to use all that and then put some keywords in there as well. Then you should be taking photos that are geolocated and tagged within your service areas, as well as posts to your profile on a regular basis. Then you want to collect as many reviews. And then you want to get those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list. So then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition. Then once your website is ranked, you'll be getting all that search volume and traffic and all those leads coming into your business directly. Now, I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go into any further details about anything we discussed. We could also talk about your goals for the business and then we could do some research on our end to see what it would take for you to reach those. I appreciate your time and look forward to hearing from you.